This is Danny Flexon here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by undefeated featherweight Isaac Lowe. Isaac, how you doing?
Yeah, good as ever, pal. Just got back from the gym, chilled out, bit of tea, bit of football. Take it easy.
Good stuff. Now, you got a huge fight coming up December the 3rd, York Hall, home of boxing, of course. Luis Alberto Lopez in the opposite corner. But it's not just about the opponent, it's also about what's at stake. Final eliminator for the IBF title. How great does it feel to finally be at this point on the precipice of a world title shot?
Yeah, I'm over the moon, to be honest with you. I've been knocking on the door for a bit. I've been always wanting these big fights, and I think the opponent who we've got on Luis, I can't pronounce the name very good, he will fight on the 3rd, is probably a dangerous fight. Then Galahad and Kiko. So for me, this is the world title shot. This is the world title. Do you know what I mean? Because I think if I do come through this, I think I beat Kiko Martinez all day long. Regarding obviously if Galahad doesn't take the rematch, which by what I've heard and what I've seen, he struggles like hell at the weight. So for his own body's sake, he is 31, 32. He's probably make the right decision and move up. But whichever one it is, as I said, I won't be really too worried about. But first and foremost is just to get through December 3rd first. Don't be looking past the dangerous opponent that I've got.
How much do you know about Luis Lopez? He's coming off a really good win against Gabriel Flores Jr. Hasn't lost since 2019. Have you seen much of him online and stuff?
I've seen bits and bobs. He's tough. Obviously, his best win to record is Flores last time out. But I do think Flores was drained at the weight. You know what I mean? I was over in America. I've done plenty of rounds with Flores. I know what he's about. He's a tough, strong kid. But it was down. I think only 128 that fight was made at. And Flores was drained a bit at the weight, which I know because he's about 5'10", 5'11", Flores. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't make a difference. He boxed out with skin that night. He'd done great. He put the pressure on Flores. He's a tough Mexican. What do you expect from when you get a Mexican? Do you know what I mean? They're very tough and durable, but he's there. He's there to be taken. Do you know what I mean? There's obviously I've spotted weakness. The trainers spotted weakness. What we think we can exploit on there. We'll see on the night. You know what I mean? We know he's going to come and chuck and lever at me, and I'm going to chuck lever at him. So it's going to be entertainment because we all know me. I like a dog fight, and we know what we get with them. So I think styles are going to clash on the night, and the best man will win.
How much credit goes to your team for making sure a fight of this importance against a really good opponent is taking place here in the UK rather than you having to travel?
Yeah, I can't thank MTK enough, because it was going to precipice, and then obviously with him beating Flores, Top Rank was involved with it, and they wanted it over them. I wanted it over here, and due with the lockdown situation, so I thought, I'll have a get over there. Will I get my family over there? But it's all worked out good. We've ended up winning the precipice MTK, and it's time for me to deliver them. And now I've always said, the bigger the fight, the bigger the stage, the better to be. It's not been ideal preparation for it, but as I said, not in the terms of training wise. Training's gone great, so I don't think about that. In preparation of being active in the ring, I've only had one 6-rounder in 18 months. The last big fight really I was Wilder Fury 2. Was over 18 months ago, but without that being the active would probably is only the downfall of it. But I've kept in the gym, I've kept busy. I've done a 6-rounder in March. I'm sparring well, I'm feeling good, I'm way on weight. So I'm looking forward to it now. It's just for me now, next few weeks, I'm only like 2.5 weeks away. It's just taking me time, do you know what I mean? And just relaxing a bit. And I know it's a big occasion, it's a big fight. I know what the state's at what's after it, but I've had 24 pro fights before. It's only no different to a British title fight, a European title, a Commonwealth title fight. He's a man in there with 2 pair of boxing gloves. He's going to try and take my head off, and I'm going to try and take his head off. And only the big man up them stairs there knows who's going to win on the night. So only what I can do is give 120%, and if it's good enough, then it'll be good enough.
What have you been doing in the gym to kind of compensate for the lack of activity? Who have you been sparring, and what sort of stuff have you been doing?
Yeah, I've had a few kids in there. Obviously, lads around here. I've at first had a few amateur kids in because they're obviously quick and speedy, you know what I mean? I've just been changing it up and down. You know what I mean? I'm always in the gym. I'm always running. I'm always doing something. You know what I mean? I'm an active type of fella. You know what I mean? I'm always up and around. Obviously, being with Tyson, we had a full training camp in July because we were meant to be boxing over in Vegas. You know what I mean? So it's not like I haven't really been in the gym. I know, like, I've got this shot. You know what I mean? I was training all the way from beginning of June to end of July till we got COVID, and then obviously that got postponed, and then I was ticking over again because we thought I was just about to start training, and I was about to go over again with Tyson for the third fight. And then obviously we got the call about this, and then that's why I never ended up going over there. I stayed back here to carry on me training here. So yeah, everything's going well for me. You know what I mean? I've got no excuses. It'll be on the night if it's good enough on the night, and I think the best me. I don't think I can be beat on me day. I honestly don't. And I think on December the 3rd, I think everyone's gonna step back and open their eyes and said, you know what, we've got to give this lad credit. He is going to be a world champion.
You mentioned there about having the training camp up till July until obviously Tyson caught COVID. Did you catch it as well?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, but the full team catch COVID.
Did you have it bad or
yeah?
Symptoms?
At first I got it, and none of us know we had it. You know what I mean? They all got fucking hell for this. There's not wrong. You're like kind of
that's all right.
Always someone trying to ring when you
yeah, sod's law, isn't it?
Yeah, we got it, and at first I thought, first worry was, can I be all right to fight? You know what I mean? Like, it was like 10 days, I just said 2 week out. You know what I mean? I thought like 7 days, yeah, all right then. I'm fit, my weight's good. I thought, can we just? And at first, like, Tyson, we didn't think Tyson had it. At first, it was like he'd come back 24 hours later. You know what I mean? And then I was all obviously isolating, thinking, oh, we'll get through this. I'll be able to fight. Could be all right. And then, like, second day, the third day, it was like you walk into the bathroom, it was like a big breath. You know what I mean? Then it was like kicking in, like, this is bad now. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously the fight went out the window. The first and foremost was just to get better and get right. You know what I mean? Get back to my family safe and well. That was the scary part, because we all got it, and then what's come with Tyson's sparring partners ended up getting it. It was just like it went through like wildfire, and it was quite scary because we was all, obviously everyone was isolating differently and couldn't really talk. I was over in America and like trying to ring back home. It was horrible. It was a horrible experience, but thank God we got back home safe and well. Everything come all right. So yeah, here we are now.
So when Tyson went back out to train for the new date for Wilder, you stayed back obviously because you had this fight coming up. Where have you been preparing?
I've been training here in Morecambe in Tyson's gym. Obviously, Tyson's got a gym here where we train out of, where he's got a great 10 out of 10 facilities here, everything you need. Which is where Joseph Parker's having his camp right now. So I stayed back here, and then obviously Joe come over. We started training then. So I've been in the gym all along. You know what I mean? Been ticking over and just step up. But as I said, coming to the end of it now, and I'm just ready to go.
How much of a benefit is it for you to train with the likes of not just Tyson, who you've known all your life, but Joseph Parker and people like that, these kind of world-class, former world champions, current world champions?
Yeah, of course. It's a big boost because, as I said, I know I'm highly rated with all the governing bodies and all that. But to be a world champion, you've got to step your level up a bit more. Do you know what I mean? Even in your training wise, and sometimes you can be by yourself or be with someone. And if you're the leader of the pack and you're only by yourself, or you've got someone who's not really looking up to you, you don't really push yourself as much. Do you know what I mean? But when you've got the likes of Tyson and you've got Joseph Parker, who's been there before, the elite level champions, you see how hard they're training, how hard push themselves, but you've got to do it. So it gives you that extra kick every day. Knowing if I go in and give any more than 120%, they're going to look at me and laugh at me, and then, do you know what I mean? I degrade myself. So it's good because it gives me the willpower. Like now, I've got this big fight coming up, and I know if I can get through this, like I'm 36 minutes away from getting my first world title and joining the likes of them. Do you know what I mean? And I'm really looking forward to it. I really do think it's my time. This year alone, like I've had, I don't know if he's read about it, but I've had 2 opportunities for a world title this year. At the beginning of the year, I got offered the Josh Warrington fight at the beginning, Eddie Hearn, after about 4 weeks' notice. It was just silly, like, do you know what I mean? You couldn't even consider it. It was that quick, do you know what I mean? And then you might have seen the over there, Eddie Hearn going on, this finger, Eddie Hearn trying to say like, I turned down the Kid Galahad fight. I just want to address this now. Yes, we did turn down the Kid Galahad. Well, I never turned down the Kid Galahad fight. Me and management team turned it down. We got a phone call saying, "Do you want to fight?" And we said, "Obviously, Isaac would consider I fight anybody." You know what I mean? And that's why it's good to have a good management team around, because obviously that's what fighters need. And to top up of it, he wanted me to fight Kid Galahad, who's the IBF world champion, for absolutely peanuts, to go to Sheffield, fight in front of 5,000 or 6,000 or 10,000, whatever was there, and get no money for it. At the end of the day, I go in that ring and chance my life. I'm not at boxing's where I get my bread and butter from, where I be fight for my family. Do you know what I mean? I've got a little boy there who's 8 weeks old, trying to give him a better life and give my family and myself a better life. So you work all your life from an amateur boxer and as a pro to get to the world title, where you think, well, I'll get decent money now, win, lose, or draw these financially, why it's worth taking the chance. And it just wasn't, do you know what I mean? And my team said, look, you get your shot, do you know what I mean? Things happen for a reason. And that's why I'm doing this mandatory now. So, of course, obviously, please God, everything goes well. And as I said, I've already addressed this. He's a dangerous to fight. And you're probably watching, you probably understand. He's a lot dangerous, in my opinion, than both of them. And if I get through this, it puts me in a poor position where I get sensible money. Do you know what I mean? And that's what, at the end of the day, I know it's a sport, but we've all got families and we've all got to put food in the mouths. Do you know what I mean? And that's what we're in the sport for. As much as we want to win a world title, we've also got to make financially. We get paid well. Do you know what I mean? Because one punch could change your life. Do you know what I mean? And hopefully, doing what I'm doing now, I've took a chance by doing it. And if it pays off, it will pay off, and I think it will. Because if I get through him, as if I get through this guy on the 3rd of December, I really do fancy myself against Kiko Martinez. I really do. And I'll be the next IBF world champion from Morecambe. Sounds good, that, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. What was your initial reaction when you saw Kiko Martinez win the title from Kid Galahad on Saturday?
I thought, fucking credit to you, son. Well done. Fucking fair play to him. It's hard to dislike Kiko. He's a great guy, do you know what I mean? 35-year-old, do you know what I mean? Coming through, being a world champion, he doesn't back down. And you know what you get? And the top and bottom of it is, same with myself, if I ever get down the line to fight him. If he lands that one shot and it's good night, good bless, do you know what I mean? You think he doesn't carry the power, but he does, do you know what I mean? And listen, Kid Galahad was boxing brilliant, do you know what I mean? He looked like he had him going a couple times. But when you're drained at a weight and he might take them shots in sparring, flush on and not bother him whatsoever, because obviously he's more hydrated up, his body's different. But when you drink yourself to get the weight down, and with the IBF, what people, I don't know, many people not know, you're only allowed to put 10 pounds on overnight. You've got that check weight next day. So, he puts the 10 pounds on, but his body muscles, his body memory is still not hydrated and fully going around. And trust me, when you're under them bright lights, your body drains a lot of fluid out of you. You know what I mean? You're not going to take the impacts of the shots what he maybe could have. But at the end of the second, I thought the bell saved him. I thought he got where, like, and it was hard. Even in the corner when Dom was talking, you could see body, brain. He wasn't thinking. Do you know what I mean? And we seen. I'm just glad he's all right, because it was a flush, heavy shot. Do you know what I mean? I'm just glad he's got his health intact, and he can go back to his family, and he's really great. He's a great kid, but he just needs to move up. That's the top and bottom of it.
Was there any kind of disappointment on your side in that now when you get your shot, it will be probably Martinez? Still a great fight, but it's not an all British kind of fight that could be built up.
Yeah, listen, there's all different ways of looking at it. You fight who's in front of you, and at the end of the day, it's a world champ, a world title. Kiko Martinez deserves more than the credit he's due. Obviously, he's just knocked out Kid Galahad for the world title. He's a he's a 2-time world champion. It's not going to be in there and a walk in the park, because you'd be stupid to think that. But yeah, me and Kid Galahad probably been a lot better seller in Britain, because everyone would have hyped up for it. Everyone, obviously, I'm highly ranked. Him there, 2 Brits. But it is what it is, do you know what I mean? And I don't care who I fight, if it's Kiko Martinez, the local fishman, or Kid Galahad, or whoever it is, do you know what I mean? I'm here to win a world title, and that's what I want to do. But as I said, the first thing I've got to look forward to and keep me eye on, because this is, as I said, my world championship. This is the world title fight for me now, is on the 3rd of December. Because if I ever look past him and thinking, if I do this and that, and it's very hard, it's very easy to do that. Get me thinking I'm just one fight away. But this is my world title fight, and I'm 36 minutes away from changing my life and my family's life and for a better cause, and nearly get my hands on. Well, I will get my hands on the world title.
And you said you've got an 8-week-old son. Is that your first child?
First child, yeah. So she was sleep at nights at the beginning, but he's doing good now. But that's driving me on even more. Do you know what I mean? To think now, I'm not just doing it for me now. I'm doing it for my son, providing him a better life and getting him a better life. So it gives you, when you wake up in the morning, you go on to gym and you look at his little face and you think, yeah, this is for you, son. So yeah.
What's his name?
He's called after me, Isaac James.
Oh, nice. Continuing the family legacy.
Yeah, but he's not allowed to do boxing though.
All right. You've already said that, have
you? Yeah, too dangerous. I've already got nowhere now, but I would definitely have no left if he was doing boxing. Sooner be a football player, get loads of money and safe.
I agree. Just before we let you go, just tell people out there how they can find you on the different social media platforms so they can keep up to date with your preparations and then the fight, obviously.
Yeah, you can follow me on my Instagram. It's Isaac Lowe 6. Mostly on that. My Twitter is Isaac Lowe 6. I could go on that. I'm also on Facebook, but I'm mostly on the Instagram. Do you know what I mean? But I'm always on that daily. Keep this daily up post on me boxing training through my camp. So yeah, we're great for the sport, and for everyone who has been following me, thank you for keeping the faith in me. And we're nearly there. We're just around the corner. It's coming home.
Great stuff, mate. I really appreciate your time, and best of luck with the rest of your preparation. Only a few weeks to go now.
Thanks very much. Thanks for the interview, and I'll see you soon.